we encourage you to go visit her work. She's got so many works that she's left behind here in London. Even if you can't travel outside, but visit some of her work, visit the legacy she's left behind. Let it inspire you, and let it remind you that you too can leave something behind to inspire people. Let us not just walk the face of this earth without leaving something behind. Create your story, my dear ladies and gentlemen, and those watching on the social media platform. Create your story. Create your story through your vision. Create your story through your talents and your gifts. Life is so short. Life is so short. I gain inspiration from other creatures, like the eagle. It goes after it. It doesn't care whether there is storm or lightning or wind. The more the wind rises against it, it rises against the challenge. Let us be inspired by these amazing creatures. This is another inspirational creature I chose because I know that people around the world are inspired by this amazing creature. So please take note of this. Lions are fearless. So you can take note of that. If the lion is fearless, so should we. No one says that life is filled with roses. Life will bring its challenges to us, but it's now in our hands to say no. We're going to rise above it. Be inspired by the eagle. The eagle aims high. It never aims low. So whatever you're doing right now, either as an employee or as a business person, you need to aim high. Be inspired by the eagle. Be inspired by the lion. Be fearless. Aim high. Another amazing creature that you and I know is the butterfly. The butterfly symbolizes what? Who would tell me? New beginnings, transformation.
What about emancipation? Emancipation.
Could you enlighten, because not everyone here might know that word?
Yeah, it's like freedom.
Freedom. The butterfly symbolizes transformation, because right from its early stage, it takes a different form of existence. Then it metaphors from one stage to another, till it's finally what? Free. Please be inspired by what Mother Nature has blessed us with. I'm inspired by it, and that is why I'm sharing it with you. Be inspired by these amazing creatures. I chose these three amazing creatures because I know we can be inspired by them. They are fearless. They face their challenges as well. We might not be living in their own world, but believe you me, they face their own challenges. Life can be really harsh, but they never give up. Let us be inspired by them. Let us be inspired by what Mother Nature has blessed us with. We need to find out who we are. There's an amazing philosopher from Asia. His name is called Lao Tzu. He said, knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is power. In other words, whatever knowledge we have acquired from studying, whatever knowledge we might have acquired from our families or generations before us, no matter what skills you might have acquired, you need to master those skills and knowledge, because they will propel you to the next level in your life.
Esther, please can you repeat that statement again?
Okay.
That knowing yourself.
Knowing yourself. You want me to start right from the beginning?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Knowing others is intelligence. Like I'll be sharing with you how I have been inspired by late Steve Jobs, Zaha Hadid, and many other great inspirational legends. Late Nelson Mandela, late Mother Teresa. So knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is wisdom. Mastering others is strength, meaning that you see what other people do, you learn from it, and you improve on it. But mastering yourself is power. So when you see what others do, then you discover what your gifts and talents are. Then based on your gifts and talents, you improve on what other people have done. Is that not what brings the world to where it is today? People learn from previous generations what they've done. Based on their knowledge and their skills, they're able to improve on what they've done. And that's what brings you that power. We need to be inspired by this. We need to be inspired by this. What about the sun? Who could give me a proverb about the sun? The sun that brings the sunlight to planet Earth. Would anyone want to share any proverb about the sun?
It falls, it rises.
It what?
It falls and it rises.
It's so, you're right. So it rises and it what? It goes down at the end of the day, meaning it sets. You and I are blessed to experience this amazing non-living creature. But it's so vital for our existence while we're here on earth. It gives us the sunrise, and later in the day, the sun sets. But what are you doing within sunrise and sunset? Do you ever ask yourself that question? What do you do within sunrise and sunset? Do you ever ask yourself that question? Is it just waking up in the morning, rushing up to a job you might not be happy with, stuck there for years, doing the same routine? And doing the same routine means what? It means that it stifles your what? Growth and development. Because you've only learned one skill. You've only learned one skill. We allow ourselves to be confined within the four walls of an office environment. What does that mean? All it simply means here, ladies and gentlemen, and those watching on the social media platform, is we've accepted that this is all we are worth. All we are worth is in a closet, in a cubicle, in a box. And when you're locked in the box, all you know is only within the what? The box. But that is the way the world has been created. You study hard, you work hard, you get your qualifications, you apply for a job, and sadly, many of us end up in a dead-end job. We end up in a dead-end job that will not be an avenue for us to be able to progress and develop ourselves. We need to step out of that life of complacency. We have the power, believe me, we have the power within us to bring out the best that we've been blessed with. I was listening to Les Brown again. He was talking about, what would you feel on that day when your time is up here on earth and the angels come to you and say, all these gifts and talents we gave to you while you were here on earth, what did you do with it? Would you be able to stand firmly before them and say, this is what I did? Would you? You need to challenge yourself. not waste those gifts and talents. Because those gifts and talents might have been specially assigned to you. And in other words, we are denying the world from being blessed with those gifts and talents. We need to wake up to this. What is your passion? What is your passion? There must be something you're passionate about. Let's be honest. There must be something in you that you enjoy doing. You never get tired of doing it. It brings you joy. You wouldn't even notice if you've missed a night's sleep. You will never be stressed. You just feel that inner happiness in you. If that is something you experience already, then you might be on the right direction. We need to discover who we are. Do not waste your lifetime chasing other people's dreams. It's time for you to create your own dreams. The time is now. Don't leave it too late. Because our time here on earth is limited. I'm being honest. Whenever I see that Steve Jobs picture, I always say, thank you. His powerful quote, for those of you who came to my first seminar 2 years ago, he said, don't be dogmatic. Dogmatic means stop living your life based on other people's thinking or ideology. Some of us might not be created to be working for others. Some of us right now are supposed to be employers, but we've allowed ourselves to be employees. There's a big world out there that is looking forward to seeing your next brand, seeing your next shoes. It's a market of 7.2 billion. Come on, guys. I was really inspired by a lady from South America. Her brand name is called Banana Practice. It's so sad I can't show it. She only started just a few years ago. But one unique thing about her brand is that she said, I enjoy what I do because it's my passion. And she said, one day I look forward to seeing my shoes. She's already planning, she's seen her vision already. A time will come, I will see my shoes in departmental stores all around the world. What a powerful statement to say. Because she believes she has what? She's got the power. She might be a small business now, but she's growing. And she has a very good collection of stylish shoes. She brings in her personality and her passion into what she does. There's a big market out there. There's a big market of people from all around the world. They want to see what you've got to offer. Would you want to walk the face of the earth without leaving something behind for people to be inspired by? Would you just want to be taking and being inspired by others? Is that the life we want to live? We need to challenge the status quo. You need to challenge the status quo. Because the generation behind us are looking for the next people who are going to write a story that they can what? Be inspired by. We're inspired by other generations. It's time for us to start. Which is why I want you to take note. Yes, the first 4 chapters of my book for 2016 are blank, so to speak. But going forward, my 5th chapter, I will start to tell the story. You need to write it down. You need to make it happen. And the only way we can start is by discovering who we are inside. All I'm trying to say, first, discover who you are. What is that passion? What is it that you like doing? You enjoy doing? Even sometimes, do you know, as human beings, we are actually the mirror of other people? People could see something shine through you and tell you that, wow, I like the way you talk. Oh, you're a very good dancer. Oh, I just read that script you wrote. It's very inspiring. Let's listen to what he's saying, because you never know. They might be the one pointing you in the what? Right direction. Do not neglect what people say. Listen. Or you might be a very good cook. Oh, I enjoy what you do. It's really good. Oh, that food really tastes good. That means you have the gift of what? Cooking. Cooking something nice that blesses people's lives. That just tells you where your life is. That just points you in the right direction. And in the end, you realize that that is your calling. We need to wake up. The world is dying to see the next brand, irrespective of the industry you desire to break into. Yes, the world has so much space for new brands to be brought to humanity. Let us wake up. Challenge yourself this year. I've got 8 chapters left. 8 chapters in my book for the year 2016. I need to write a story about myself. You need to challenge yourself. Take a pen and a paper and say, I've got 8 chapters left. I need to write a story about myself. I do not want to walk this face. I do not want to walk the face of the earth and leave nothing behind for other people to be inspired by. As we are being inspired by others, people want to be inspired by us. People want to be inspired by us. There's an amazing group of guys from the state of Philadelphia. I believe some of you know their song, Boys to Men. There's one of their songs I might want to encourage you to go and listen to on YouTube. It's called, I Will Get There. So if you have a pen and paper, sorry guys, they're all ready for me to put up here for you to be inspired by. But it's just, unfortunately, that my file is really heavy with a lot of videos, and it's one of the factors, and coupled with the technical issues with the venue I've hired. Please write it down. I will get there.
We will get there.
Yes, yes. That song is very inspiring. I read a bit about their life. They told a story about their lives. Sometimes, before they became well known globally, they went through the valley of the shadow of death. They faced their own storms. At the point, they felt like giving up. But something inside of them said, just push a little bit forward. Don't give up. Don't give up. And today, Boys to Men is one of the world's most successful boys band. I don't think anyone can step into their shoes. Such group is yet to be born. I'm just being honest. They have blessed the world with so many positive words through their songs, through their lyrics. These young men, they saw that they had this gift in them to write songs, to create songs that will bless lives. But I encourage you to listen to that song, I Will Get There. That song was written for a film that was being created in Hollywood. I will get there. Yeah, that's on YouTube. Yes, you are. Boys to Men. Yes, very inspirational guys. They told a story about their lives. That no matter what life throws at them, they will triumph. And in the end, they sure did get there. They've made a mark on earth. They've made a mark. They've established a legacy on earth. It's now you and I to start thinking about this. Other inspirational people from the continent of Africa as well. Late Nelson Mandela. Late Paul Solari. Late Professor Chinua Achebe. These guys were authors. They wrote their own books. Books to inspire children. To make them believe it doesn't matter whether you come from a remote part of Africa or a village. You can get there. Look at the life of late Nelson Mandela. What an amazing story. A young boy from a village called Kuna in South Africa. He barely had slippers or sandals to go to school while he was young. But because he believed in who he was, a freedom fighter, he ran his vision. He ran with his vision, and today he's left a legacy in our world. A lot of people from every continent, they make reference to him. So it's now time for us to say to ourselves, what reference would you want people to make towards you? By the time